Hey everyone. Today I want to talk about deep research. It's part of a new class of AI called an agent, which are AIs that can do work for you autonomously and in the background. Deep research can read dozens of papers for you while you're away and then generate you a beautiful report. I'm Daniel, and today I'm going to show you exactly how these AI agents work under the hood. Let's get started. What you're seeing right now is deep research in action. I gave it a pretty difficult machine learning prompt, something about text to image models. And it's coming up with a plan, searching for papers, reading them, and slowly making progress on my question. This looks magical, but under the hood, it's fundamentally just a language model, a system that is only capable of generating words one at a time. To see how this is even possible, let's try to build a tiny research agent of our own. But first, let's go back to 2022. Back then, ChatGPT did not have access to the internet. Let's ask it, what's the biggest science story today? Let's see how it might have responded to a question like this. That's pretty unsatisfying, right? But what if we gave it real-time information? What if we gave it tools? Imagine we give it a small Python function, like this, get top headline, where if the model gives this function a proper website URL, the function opens up the site and returns the top headline. With this tool, let's replay our original conversation. The language model takes my question. It realizes it might be able to help me this time. Then it calls our tool. Note that it spelled out a proper URL. The tool responds with the headline. And finally, the language model gives me an answer. It did all of this on its own. And this is the key idea. The language models are now trained to predict these tool use tokens that might help me with my goal. Now let's go deeper and look at the underlying raw text behind the conversation. When I send a message, it gets wrapped with these special tokens, start user, as well as this end token. These tokens tell the language model, this is Daniel speaking, and he's done. The language model then begins its response by predicting the start token again, as well as this assistant token, signifying that it is ChatGPT, the AI assistant speaking right now. It auto-completes ChatGPT's response and concludes with this end token. The magic is that in the middle of this stream of tokens, the language model can decide to emit tool use tokens, like this tool call, to get top headline, as well as a properly spelled out URL. The result of the Python function is appended to this list here. And finally, the assistant can respond properly. To continue this conversation, we can simply add to this list here. What about AI stories? The language model can see the entire conversation history to remember what I'm asking for, in particular, all the biggest stories. And then it might make new tool calls to OpenAI.com, to DeepMind.Google, to Anthropic.com/news. And then it will receive these results. And then finally, it will come up with an intelligent answer to my question. As we keep stacking harder questions, the model can keep track of the entire conversation, generating thousands and thousands of tokens to help me. And that brings us full circle to deep research. It completed my task in 8 minutes, read 20 sources, and executed 68 web searches. These web searches use a tool just like our get top headline function we built earlier. But while our function only opened up a website to grab a headline, this one can open up a website to read its contents. With those contents, deep research generated all these tokens here to give me this awesome report complete with citations and complex math equations. No human guided this process with hard coded rules or heuristics. It's just a language model trained in the right way so that it can use tools. From its careful selection of the next token, somehow intelligence emerges. In a future video, we'll dig into the exact training techniques that make this kind of reasoning and tool use possible. See you next time.